Hey, it's Brenda from the Makeup Station. Today I'm going to show you how to create this expensive soft glam look. So make sure to watch to the end to see how I did it. Let's go ahead and get started by cleaning the skin. I'm using micellar water to get rid of anything her cleanser might have missed. Using Sunday Riley CEO Moisturizer, I will prep the skin, making sure it's spread evenly all over the face. Now here's a tip. I'm going to apply the same cream under her eyes and I'm going to leave it there for 1 to 2 minutes, kind of like an eye mask. This is going to make sure your concealer blends like butter, okay? And just because outside is dry doesn't mean your lips have to be. So make sure to use some lip balm. Using this palette from ATTN, I'm going to mix red and orange with a foundation that's close to her skin tone to color correct around any areas where she might have dark spots. Based on the color wheel, red and orange will typically cancel out blue, which is why I'm using it to cancel out some of those dark spots. If you're wondering why I like to add foundation to my color corrector, it's because using straight up red and orange directly on the face is going to be so much harder to blend. But if you mix it with a little bit of foundation, it's automatically going to look more natural. I love this technique because it's super beginner friendly and it allows anybody to get a flawless finish. And by the way, I did not insert the foundation that I used because I did go in with a few different shades. And, I didn't want to confuse anyone, but I will make sure to link it below. And of course, blend as you go. Want to make sure everything looks nice and flawless. Don't forget to blend, guys. I'm going to be concealing with NARS today. These concealers are such a staple in my kit. I'm sure any makeup artist watching will probably agree because at least when it comes to formula and undertone, they have always been top notch. Like they work well on almost everybody. I want you guys to take note of one thing, and it is that I slowly add coverage because that is one way to get expensive looking skin without spending $1. If I were to go straight into the lightest shade, you would be able to see where each shade starts and finishes, which is not a good look. So yeah, work slowly. So if you're wondering why my beauty blender is cut in half, it's because I work on a lot of people and I don't like to reuse my beauty blenders. I personally just feel that it is not hygienic to be using the same beauty blender on multiple people. Even if you wash them, okay? Like, that's just me. That's just how I feel. You do you, but on clients, I'm not showing too much of the contour because I feel that nose contouring is something that's different for everybody. Maybe I'll make a video about that soon. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I use this palette from Danessa Marix. I always go in with a cream blush because it makes my blush last so much longer. Like if you notice that your blush always disappears or always is the first thing to go, try layering it with a cream first, then use your regular blush. But I'm using a combo of Huda Beauty and Laura Mercier, and as I watch this, I'm like, oh my god, I look so rough, but this is the real way you're going to get a flawless look. I mean, you have to use your powder puff like a beauty blender, like the same way you're making sure that you're getting all the little areas around the eye, the same way with your powder puff. That's how you're gonna get that flawless base. That's how you're gonna prevent from your concealer from creasing throughout the day. That's how you're gonna get it. Like you have to work it like a beauty blender. That's the trick right there. And again, I started with a color that's similar to her skin tone, so it's not like a big change. It's just kind of like just to set it in place. And then I went with something lighter. This is how you're gonna get your makeup to look expensive. I'm gonna use this One Size Bronze and Sculpt palette to contour. I've really been loving it lately because this formula is super smooth, super buttery, and it's also very pigmented. So you really only need a little bit. You have to use a really light hand because it's very pigmented. I really like it. It gives you such a nice blended finish. I went in with a shade that's a little bit darker than her skin just to even out the eyelids. And one thing about my style of makeup is that I don't like to fight your features. Like, I believe in highlighting them. And if your eyes are naturally sultry, then that's what I'm going to lean into because I know that's going to look so effortless and expensive on you. And don't make fun of me for saying expensive because if you're probably wondering what do I mean by expensive, I mean makeup that blends like butter, like everything. It's blended, everything looks effortless. It just looks like, wow, who is she? Like, maybe it's Maybelline. Like, don't make fun of me. um, by the way, this is a very easy eye look that will look great on everyone. It's just a little bit of brown and black liner from the middle to the end of the eyes. Kind of a little bit winged out, blended, nice and soft. I didn't bring it up too high or too low because I didn't want it to turn into a smoky eye. It's soft glam, so it's just very effortless. Then I'm gonna use a few blushes. However, if there was one I was gonna get, I would probably get the one from Sephora collection because it's very pigmented and it's a great addition to anybody's collection. Like you could always use a nice little bright pink to make the cheeks pop. Also, I always love to add a little bit of peach blush on warmer undertones because it complements the skin so well. It looks so pretty. So yeah, and I really like this one. Then I'm gonna line the lips with actually not a lip liner, but an eyeliner. It's the brown eyeliner from One Size, but I like using it because it's super long lasting. It's waterproof, and I hate it when my lip liner smudges. I mean, it is so irritating because not all of us are blessed with big, beautiful lips. And shout out to my model Sona today. She is beautiful. Her lips are perfect. To bring back the hydration into the skin, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Spray. It's really nice. It keeps everything nice and dewy. And then to make the makeup last all day long, I'm gonna use the One Size. If you know, you know. It is super long lasting. It will make your makeup last all day. So yeah. And yeah, you guys already know. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching. And see you soon.